Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm platooned up with Hoops. We're in our tier 6 premium tanks on Overlord in an 8 match. And yes, I own the Kaiju. It was actually one of those weekly chests that I won it in. And I was not too thrilled about it. These things don't terrify me at all, but I figured I'd give it a chance and see what I can do. The first couple games was actually pretty decent, and I think this is like my 4th or 5th game, but Hoops is in his Absolution, which I absolutely despise that tank. It's just, the space armor on it is stupid. The gun shoots too fast. Like, it is a noob destroyer, so I try not to play my Absolution. Alright, so on Overlord, try to play the 8-9-0 choke. Never go to the beach till the end, or just let the beach goers come up off the beach in the funnels, and you can farm them at the end. Just got to make sure that you win the field to be able to farm the beach goers. Alright, so we push up here. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you to buy a Kaiju because it's the greatest thing in the game, because it definitely isn't that. But it can hold its own, and in an 8 match, you just have to play probably more like a really slow, humongous medium tank. Just support your tier 8s. And this is a mindset that is really difficult for newer players. It was even something that I didn't do. But when you're low tier, 2 tiers down, you can be in the choke. You just gotta look for tracks or opportunistic shots to help your high tier tanks. So just because you're low tier, don't sit in the back. Now, the opposite of what you could do to sitting in the back is just throwing your tank right away because you're frustrated with Matchmaker. And it wasn't that I tried to throw my tank when I was 2 tiers down earlier in my career, but I would just be the first one to the choke, and then pretty much just push until I die. We get a nice shot into that reach there, shot him down, and like, it didn't bother me if I died when I was 2 tiers down, and at least I tried to push the choke. However, that's not really a great strategy. Get a nice shot into that Tiger P's top cap there, Cupola. And then he's going to turn sideways. Are we going to get a shell in time? And a 50 hundo pulls up. So I bounced the 50 hundo shell, which this thing's got some decent armor. Definitely not reliable when you're fighting tier 8s, but it can hold its own as long as you're not absolute idiotic with how you play it. Bad shot there. I don't lead him as he reverses back, and I shoot the hill. And it's going to take me a little while to bloom down there, so you can see how I aimed behind him, and I figured that's about the spot where I'm going to be fully aimed when he backs up. Get a shot into his shoulder plate there. If you ever need to pen the Ferdy or the Tiger P, their shoulder plates are weak, so shoot them there, not in the front. And then as this 50 hundo comes over, get a shot into him. And this thing's alpha is really good for tier 6. Now, I'm not sure on the penetration values and everything, but you've seen that I haven't dipped into my premium AP rounds yet. Yeah, this thing has premium AP, no APCR or heat. It does have HE. It's not like the OI where you got the big caliber gun, you can just derp things, get the lulls. Alright, so we clean this up, and you got a tank destroyer in C6 coming up off the beach, or defending his base, whichever one he was doing. And then we also have an okay, he's not AFK, because he just asked for help, but we have a heavy tank sitting in our spawn, lighting up the beach goers that are coming up the K line. You're going to see how much of an advantage we have here. Now, I'd like to be already out there to catch these guys coming up, and now we might not have the advantage. However, they are focused on that guy on the cap, and they're blindly driving towards him. So their Borsig takes down our mutant, which I believe their Borsig's up in the north. And I'm just trying to get as much distance covered to get over to the 0 line. That way I can push them back and not get flanked. So I'm trying to counter their flank and support this heavy tank at the same time. So hoping I can come around here and get some nice shots into them. And I take that VK down, and now there's an Absolution on their team, and let's see if our heavy tank can kill the Absolution. Nope, the Absolution kills our M6. So, I mean, that's exactly what I talked about, our M6. I believe, and I'm not 100% sure here, but I believe he just sat on our spawn the whole time. So, being a low tier heavy tank, he could have been up in the choke maybe with us tracking people, but actually his positioning, him choosing to not really participate in the match, helped us out because he spotted them coming up off the beach. I don't know if that was his tactic or not. Now, I don't stop to aim my gun at the Absolution, not because I think I can just pen it, but just because I want to continually drive forward and press them back down onto the beach. So the Borsig gets hit by my heavy tank and then gets killed by him before my shell can get there, and it's pretty much just wrap up mode here. Driving over to the last two reds here. And really just coordinating with hoops. So getting over onto the K line allowed us to have a crossfire and be able to communicate with each other. We have a potential brothers in arms here. So I'm trying to knock this guy down so Hoops can kill him. I feel like I can get one more in, and then Hoops will just have to put a sliver into him. Yep, there we go. Tracked him even. So he's not going to move. And now he starts to back up. Well, now the Pershing is looking at me, but Hoops is able to get the Churchill. So now I know the brothers locked up. I'm able to kill the Pershing and get my top gun. I mean, I could have killed him either way, but I wanted to make sure that we got our brothers in arms. Let's get to end game stats. 2,700 damage, 36 assisted, 500 blocked. Brothers in arms, top gun, ace tanker, blah blah blah. Me and Hoops take first and third in an 8 match with our tier 6 premium tanks. So really what I want to get the message out is, even if you're 2 tiers down, you can still participate. You're not always going to throw up ace tankers. You're going to get disappointed sometimes. But the point of the video was to talk about participating in the whole match. That's all I got for you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.